Watching the dogs on the beach, having watched, unfortunately, social media and Harry and Meghan, I want to say something about relationships. In every relationship, there's someone who's the center of the relationship. A bit more. In healthy relationships, it's more or less balanced. In unhealthy relationships, it's all about the other person, and you have to dance around them and do everything for them. And I'm reminded of my ex-husband, how it was all about his wedding, his life, his job. Everything was him, his wishes, and none of mine. And that's a very crushing relationship. Also, any relationship that takes you away from other people is very bad. Whether it's family or friends, if you're in isolation because of a person, that's not good. That's not good. If the person doesn't think about what you want, what you wish to do, it's not a good relationship. It's better to find a friend like this. So that's what I have to say about relationships. I see sometimes things. I don't like gender roles. I don't like that the woman is cooking and cleaning and the man is working. I don't like that. It should be more or less equal, or depending on who can do the job. But if one person always does the job, it's kind of tedious. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think you can learn a lot from dogs. Shiva is a wonderful player. She really can play very well with other dogs. And if she encounters aggression, she just freezes. And I'm sort of thinking she can really handle things well. And also she can survive in the wild, by the way. When there's people here, she can come back with fish or food she finds. She's really very self-sufficient animal. She doesn't have any codependencies, really. She's a very healthy one. And I wish for everybody to be free of codependencies and free. And don't be in relationships with people that enslave you in any way or isolate you, take you away from your family in any way or people you love. I don't have a nice family to be taken away from. So for me, that was a blessing. Sometimes it's a blessing when somebody takes you away from a family, by the way, but not when they enslave you into sort of a toxic codependence where you have to walk on eggshells. And that's what I don't like. Yesterday I want to share something. You know, I can never just stick to one issue. So for the ADDH viewers, this is perfect. This is for you. So yesterday I went on live. So was it the other day? I was late at night and I was just looking, and one guy, he was very nice African-American, cooking his dinner, and he had like nice African-American friends, and I kind of like African-Americans. I like African people, so I was talking to him and to somebody else who's going to New York. And then just because I said something about bacon being the worst food, and he said he wanted to lose weight and was cooking bacon, and he said he doesn't have a lot of money. I said, just make a salad, so much healthier. And he was just like, muted me. Then there was a transgender. So this guy, he has a voice like a man. I mean, it doesn't matter if he had a high voice. The fact of the matter was he had very masculine features. And then he puts on a wig, puts on makeup. The imposter syndrome. I mean, and then I said, oh, do you think putting on a makeup makes you a woman? Just a question. Muted me. They don't want to hear anything. And this is fascist. It's sort of what I had in my family. I kept getting muted. And I think that's why I was thinking a lot why I don't have relationship with my family. They don't want to hear anything that is against their little, I'm the king, I'm the best person in the universe, and anyone questioning anything about me. I'm not saying putting down, but just, they don't want to hear questions. They want to be the center of the universe. And if you question anything they do, they just will mute you. And I can understand if I'm irritating, then tell me. You are irritating me, then we can converse. But this sort of muting is very violent, and it is definitely violent when it's like putting a hand on somebody's mouth. That's what it's like. And granted, I have a lot of critique, but then just tell me that. Don't just shut me off or mute me. And that's what I have in my family. Just being muted. We have to talk to each other. Say, this bothers me. What you say bothers me. I don't feel good with what you're saying. And then we can have a conversation. But when you don't, when you just mute somebody, there's no relationship, and it's kind of violent and vicious. So it's really funny how they talk about being abused and how people treat them so bad in society, when the fact is they're the one who are the abusers. They're the one who are muting other people. They're the ones who are telling people how to call them. If you look like a man, it's very hard for somebody to address you in a female form. And putting on a dress or makeup doesn't make you a woman. It just makes being a woman a joke. And that's why feminists are against transgenders. Because putting on a skirt, makeup, adding breasts doesn't make you a woman. It just really makes a mockery out of the feminine side. We all have a female side and a male side. And for me, that's the most balanced and best way to look at it. We all have male parts and female parts in our personality, like Carl Jung said. And undergoing dangerous, life-threatening operations and taking hormones that harm your health, and that's clear, is not going to change it. And something very important for me, because I always had a very strong male tendency, and I never thought about doing anything to change my body. I don't have tattoos. I only have pierced earrings. I had a pierced nose for a while, but it closed. These people are so nice and they talk, but what it is, it's self-sabotage in the worst way. And these are people that have definitely more mental disorders than I have, because definitely each one of us has mental disorders, but people that sabotage their body can't be happy. Dogs don't do it. We wouldn't think of doing it to a dog. We wouldn't think of doing tattoos to a dog or piercings or changing their gender. Therefore, I think it's ridiculous how accepting society is of people that are self-sabotaging and actually paying for it. I don't think that national health insurance should pay for anyone wanting to self-sabotage, because it's making them dependent on health services for the rest of their lives. They seem to be quite well financially. They have a great life. I don't have money for makeup. I need to feed my animals and myself, first of all, and pay for my bills. So I don't understand how these people have like a whole thing going on. Be nice. Anyway, this is what I have to say. And I don't think social media will make you do things, but it definitely can influence young people that are confused. And I think if they think that putting on makeup or a dress makes them something else, no, transition is from inside. And everything comes from the inside. Peace, your emotions, how you feel about your body, everything comes from the inside. Inside is the most important part. It's a song I used to play for my kids from Rafi, a Canadian songwriter. And frankly, I just think, oh, your friend's gone away. He's going, but a new friend will come. I think codependency is really bad. Like, imagine if Shiva was dependent on this dog. No, she's looking for new friends. I think the whole thing of marriage is one huge codependency. Oh my God, she's going swimming. I can't believe this. Look at her swim. She really loves water. This dog is like, come out. It's dangerous, Shiva. She's really a water rat. This is what they say in German, water rat. I miss certain aspects of my marriage. I miss having a certain family structure for the kids. It's really nice to have a father and mother, and they have different sides. But I think when I look back, I remember one day when we went to this marathon, and my ex-husband said, you have to participate because we need two parents to run as a family. And we just ate McDonald's. I mean, I don't eat meat, but I ate something else. And I was really, you shouldn't run after you eat. It just doesn't make sense. And they were running, and 1 second they were gone. And I tried to run, and I just collapsed. And I was in an ambulance, and they tried to call my ex-husband because I didn't have my phone with me. And it was just, he wouldn't come and get me. So I had to go home by myself, the tramway. And this is what the kids learn. This is how you treat your mother. That your mother faints and she's in an ambulance, we don't even go and get her. And I think this is how I'm being treated by my kids now. They just don't give a shit. And it's really sad because a lot of people don't treat me nicely. And also happens to me on social media. People say, oh, we're a friend, but they don't even say hello to me in public. And I think part of it is being a Jew and Israeli. I'm just so many